Hello everyone, welcome to Academy of Civil Services. In this video, I'll be explaining an important concept, that is cooperative federalism. This will come under our Indian polity syllabus that is important for our both prelims perspective and the mains perspective. There was an article published in Hindu on first week of August, and it has discussed the term cooperative federalism on the context of the meeting of the Niti Aayog Council. Addressing the 7th meeting of the Niti Aayog Councils, which is chaired by Prime Minister, and he said that the collective effort of all the states in India helped India to fight against the COVID-19 pandemics. That is one example of the spirit of cooperative federalism. That is why this topic is important for our prelims and the mains perspective. So in this video, I'll be explaining what is exactly the cooperative federalism. We'll also look into the examples of cooperative federalisms, then the related facts for the prelims exam, the types of federalism, what to study and how to study the entire concept regarding federal system of government. We'll also look into a model questions at the end of the sessions. So we'll start with what is cooperative federalism. So what is exactly the cooperative federalism? The term itself, we can say it is a corporations. That means the central government and the state government coming together in order to resolve the common problems like the social sector, economic problems, political problems, all these problems, both the central and state government together and addressing that with a cooperative efforts or collective effort. That is why we say it is a cooperative federalism that is important for the development of the nation. Then what are the examples of cooperative federalism in India? First example, we can say the separation of power. Under our constitution, the 7th schedule of Indian constitution that clearly demarcates the power between the center and the states, like the union list, the state list, concurrent list. In the list, we have seen that a list of law that can be made by the states, that can be made by the central government. Now we will look into the examples of cooperative federalisms. First example, we can say the separation of power. Under the 7th schedule of Indian constitution, there is a clear demarcation of the power between the center and states. We have seen the union list, state list, concurrent list. That means there are certain subjects which will come under state list, that state can make laws. The union list, the central government can make laws. Then concurrent list, the state government and central government alone can make laws. So these are the clear demarcation of this power, that is separation of power in the 7th schedule is an example of how we are ensuring or making easy for the state and central government in terms of governance, in terms of making policies, and clear demarcation of separation of power help in achieving the development progress or achieving the development targets. That is first example. Then in judicial perspective, under Article 131 of the Constitution, which give a Supreme Court an exclusive jurisdictions in order to hear any matters regarding or the cases between the center and state government in order to resolve the disputes. That is another example. We also ensure a cooperative effort between the center and the states, the Article 131 of the Constitutions. Then another example we have seen in recent form of the government, that is coalition government. Since 1990s, we have seen that different political parties coming together and forming the governments. This helped different political parties which are representing different states. They were able to demand their they were able to raise their demand. They were able to accommodate the demands, the issues of different states in the central government. And this one example, the coalition government which formed the government recent in terms of Indian political system is an example of how we were able to achieve the efforts of the accommodated the demand of different states in the cooperative federalisms. Another we can say the institutions like Niti Aayog, GST Council, Interstate Council. Niti Aayog, which replaced the Planning Commission, now it has an approach of bottom to top approach. It considered the criteria in terms of development. It considered the development of the states at first. So it considered the effort or the demand of the states or also accommodated or addressing the problems of the states. That is another example of Niti Aayog. That is a cooperative federalism only is the one solution that we can achieve the development progress or development process. The GST Council, which is chaired by Union Finance Minister, but it also has a representation of the finance ministers of the states. They were also able to raise their demands. They were also able to raise their concern regarding the GST related matters. So GST Council also one of the examples of the ensuring a cooperative federalism, a model for cooperative federalism. Then Interstate Council is another example. So these statutory, constitutional bodies, non-statutory bodies are the examples of how we were able to achieve or meet the demands or accommodated the demand of the states, and also coming together of both the center and the states in achieving the target of the development we have seen in this example. and another one more we can say the Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas. In this concept of development or holistic development for national development also we consider the participation of the states. All these together we can say these are the state of cooperative federalism and examples of cooperative federalism that we have seen in India. Now we will look into the related facts that are important for our prelims exam. That is, first one, the term the cooperative federalism is not mentioned in our constitutions. Like we know that the term federalism is also not mentioned in our constitution. So in the same way, the cooperative federalism is also not mentioned in our constitution. So please remember this fact for our prelims exam. Then we have to study about different thinkers' opinion or description of Indian federalisms. One of the examples that is Granville Austin's. He was the first person who described Indian federalism as a cooperative federalism. So sometimes this quote-based question also we can expect in the prelims exam. Now we will look into the other terms or different types of federalisms associated with cooperative federalism. That means whenever we study about cooperative federalism, we have to link with other terms that we need to remember for our exam perspective. That is competitive federalism. So we discuss cooperative federalism in an horizontal level. That is center states coming together in development process, or they are coming together in order to resolve the common problems. But in terms of competitive federalism, it is vertical level, where between states and the center there is a competition. Between state itself there is a competition. The example we can see, like the SDG index, ease of doing business index, then Swachh Bharat ranking of different states, aspirational district program. All these are examples of where the states, between states there is a competition in achieving the development target, SDG target, in order to make a better performance in the governance perspective. Then we can also see the examples of smart city mission, where the states are competing each other in order to get the funding, in order to boost their urban development. These are the examples that we have seen in terms of competitive federalism. Along with the competitive federalism, we have to study regarding confrontational federalism. Then what is confrontational federalism? It is where the central government take over the power of the state government. One example we have seen in 2019, the revocation of Article 370, the special status which was given to Jammu and Kashmir. Later it has converted the Jammu and Kashmir into union territory along with the Ladakh. So this is another example where confrontational, the federalism that between the center and the states. Then another example we have seen different contexts like the farm laws, even recent electricity amendment bill. We have seen that sometimes central government took decision or they are making this concurrent list, the provisions under the 7th schedule to make any laws. This means that concurrent list, state government alone or the central government alone can make laws. So this also resulted into the confrontation of the federalism or confrontation between the center and states. So these are the examples of the confrontation federalism. Now how to study the entire concept regarding the federal system that is will comes under our Indian polity syllabus. So we have to study about parliamentary system of government, then the federal system of government, what is exactly the federal system of government, what is described by the Indian constitution regarding the federal system. We have seen that the term federation has nowhere been used in our Indian constitution. When we look into Article 1 of the Indian constitution, which is only described as union of the states. That means the term federation has nowhere been used in Indian constitution. Then another term that we have to study regarding the federal system of government, that is the features of the federal system of Indian government. The federal features of the Indian constitution, that we can say the quasi-federal, then unitary features and the federal features. We have to compare the features of the unitary features and federal features of Indian constitutions, because India is combined with both unitary and federal features. Then you also please refer to different codes, different description of Indian federalism, like for example K.C. Ware, which described Indian constitution as a quasi-federal. Then Morris Johnson described Indian constitution as the bargaining federalism. So there are different thinkers as different opinion. They have described Indian federalism in different terms. So please refer to that. Something in prelims perspective we can expect. And one more thing, please remember that federalism is also one of the parts that is also a basic structure of Indian constitution. That means federalism is a part of basic structure of Indian constitution. Now a model question for you. If you know the answer, you can give the answer in the comment section below. Who among the following called Indian federalism as cooperative federalism, which already discussed in the video? The option A, Morris Johnson, option B, Granville Austin, option C, K.C. Ware, and option D, Ivor Jennings. Who among the following described Indian federalism as cooperative federalism? So if you know the answer, please give the answer in the comment section below. So we will come up with more videos regarding the terms Indian polity and also regarding different terms, different types of federalism in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching this video.